Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. This is Professor V.K. Tansir Shadab, Department of Business Administration, Islamia College, Autonomous Waniambadi. Today I am going to take net set coaching class to the management aspirant students. The topic which I am taken here, the management, which is UGC's net syllabus, that is a new syllabus which has been framed by UGC. Based on that, we are going to discuss. Some important subtopics we are going to cover: demand forecasting, ethics, economics, communication, indifference curve, corporate social responsibility. Now we have to see in what are the ways the question will be asked in the examination. Many of you have been already has been attended exam. They may have experience, since in this occasion even the fresh aspirant who want to be attend the examination. For them I want to tell you about once again for them. The questions, the type of question will be asked in the net or set would be either direct question will be asked, multiple correct options questions will be asked, match the following, comprehension based, chronological order based, assertion and reasoning based. From this type only the question will be asked by the UGCs. Then now we have to see how to success in the examination. What are the key to success the exam? Many of you may know, but I have till in depth for this one. Learn with in depth. The second key would be practice, test at regular interval, revision as much as possible. What we did, many a student I have come to know, I have seen, they simply turn the page as hurriedly. That is not good. And similarly, I have seen many people, they have been not making any practice. They are not being self-tested, right? Then they not do any revision. Suppose they do the revision once or twice, they have been, they get confidence that I know everything, I understand everything, so it is not fair. So you have to revise as much as possible. So if you are following these things, so they may have surely you can able to success in the net or set examination. By following this way, you can able to clear 2 set exams, one in commerce as well as in management. So based on that, based on my own experience, I share to you how to clear the exam. Then keep in mind, there is no shortcut to success. No gain without pain. Plan without action is also fails. Action without plan is also fails. What we did, we have seen that the shortcut, right? By shortcut, we want to succeed. It is not possible. So, take the fair way, right way to success. There is no success can get, they are not going to touch your feet. The success is not going to touch your feet unless you take some efforts, some enthusiasm, some pain, you not get some gain. In order to gain something, you have to take some pain also. And similarly, plan without action is also fail. Plan without action. We are making the plan. Many aspirants we have seen, they are making the plan. I have to study, but they are not they are not able to put it in the real action. They are not put it into action. They are not being followed at all. So it's also fail. And similarly, action without plan, that's also fail. What is that? I have seen many of them. many of the students, they have been study. They are the hard workers. They have to be what I have seen one candidate. He has been right from the morning, early morning, 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. They study, and similarly, right for what you say in the evening time, from 6 to 10 or 11, they have to study, but they cannot able to complete the exam. They are not able to succeed in the exam, and that is the net either are set. How? The reason is that they not put the plan properly. So though they are the action, they are be the hard worker but not be a smart worker. For clearing the net or set, they require a smart worker. We have to work out the smartly. Then only we can able to clear the exam. Next one, we have to see the directly the theme of the topic, that is the business management. If you go through the dictionary, here the two topic is there, two content is there. One would be business and management. We know that business means a man who is busy with doing the business. That is what businessman, we call it as a businessman. And the another thing, the word is there, management. As we go in the dictionary, management, the management meaning, if you go in the dictionary, you can get the meaning is that is the control. What is control? Here we control the business. So that's why you can read out that one. Business management is the direct control of a business. There has been directly controlled, not indirectly. So that is the business management is a task which has been that we can directly control the business or enterprise. There may be business or enterprise. It means, they further explain the word, it means working with people. Here, they have directly conveyed the message, they have been taken, what you say, stress the people, because peoples are unpredictable. We cannot predict the people. So that's why it means working with the people by using the resources. The resources like, as we know that men, material, machinery, money, these are all infrastructure are called the resources. So the resources can be utilized effectively and efficiently. Efficiently to complete the organizational goal or organizational task. With this, we move on to the practical questions, practical answer, real-time answer, which you are going to face in the examination. For this, I have picked 50 questions which has been asked by the UGCs in the previously for the past 2 decades, and the answer which has been given by them itself, which has been given by himself. That is, first question would be cardinal measures of utility is required in. Obviously, cardinal measures of utility which is being given by utility theory. So it is a question you will call as a direct question. Next, move on to this one. We should not see the wrong option. We have to memorize the right answer only. We should not be focused on the wrong answer. If you are being focused in the examination point, our mind has been triggered the wrong answer instead of the right answer. So we have to see the only the right option only. So that is the one of the tricks which I am going to be discussed today right now. Then we move on to the next way of question which was in the UGC, that is matchup. He has given the 4 questions with 4 answers, right? Here what is that? In the first side, demand estimation method. He asks you to write the steps will be followed. Demand estimation, how the steps will be followed. We have to see this one. Customers interview method. The customer interview method, how is that one? Can able to get what the step would be based on consumer interview. The consumer's interview method can be taken via consumer's interview method only. The next would be market experiment method. Market experiment method, how we can get it, this would be via market simulation. What is market experiment method? Via market simulation method. Then next one, regression method. The regression method can be taken via time series or cross section data. That steps will be followed. The next would be demand forecasting. The demand of the market can be get via market experiment survey. The survey, once we get it from the market, based on that we came to know about how much of demand will be required. The demand is being the level of demand can be able to get. So that's why the demand forecasting. The correct option C is B. Right. Then we on to the next question. Who divided all activities of organization into 6 groups? Like technical, commercial, financial, security, accounting and managerial. The options are given: Peter Drucker, D. McFarlane, Henry Fayol, George Ortieri. So the 6 groups which has been divided by Henry Fayol. So technically they have divided, commercially they have been divided, financially and security they have been divided. So that's why the correct option is Henry Fayol. That is the C. The next one, what are the elements that mission statement of an organization should include? What are the elements? We have to stress this word, elements, that a mission statement of the organization should include. The options are given: self-guidance for the business operation. That's not that one. Actually, the mission statement of the organization should include the basic things. Let's see, first we have to see the option. Identify the reasons of the existence of a company and responsibility of the stakeholders. Actually, it has been headed, that is stakeholders. Then, third option would be identify the firm's customers and their needs. Customer needs and their needs, and match up them to a product and services and all the above. Though it may be related, they may have we have seen this, all the three above options are come to, what did you say? Nearby the answer, but the most relative answer would be identify the reasons for existence. That is the core reasons. First we have to know why the company has been started, either for the profit motive or service motive. So this is what we can say, that identify the reasons for the existence of the company and its responsibility. What are the responsibility? How they discharge their duties? Okay, that has to be came to know through stakeholders. Stakeholders, that is much the owner or shareholders. Then next question. During his days at Material Steel Company, F.W. Taylor saw that employees soldering deliberately working at a pace slower than their capabilities. F.W. Taylor saw that they are performing the work slowly they perform. He identified that workers indulge in soldering primarily for the following reasons. Here the word is that employee and worker. Right? What is that? We have to see. They may have contradicts. Here he says employee, here he says worker. Both are employee, both are the people who are working in the company, but they may have a different in-depthly. They have been broadly classified two different areas. Worker is different and employee is different. Employee is the person who gets monthly salary, and this worker is person who gets daily wages. So the F.W. Taylor is directly pointed to the people who are working in the daily basis. So that's why you see the option. Based on the option, we have to get the question. What is that? Fear of losing jobs if they increase their output. The next would be faulty wage system, outdated method of working, and all the above. What is that? If they are doing falsely, what will happen? They can lose the job. Suppose if 2 days work is there, if the concerned worker has been performed the work, they can complete the task within the day. What will happen? They lose another day job, because the worker has to see every day a new task, every day a new job, every day a new, new area. So for that concern, so they have to be doing the work under lower slowing the work under their capability. So the right options are all the above. Next would be among the best known threat approaches to the personality measurement. They are giving again something like a matchup. The threats and authors will be there. The options which has been given. What do you say? Murray has been given the 20 plus needs. If you go through the theory, we came to know about it. Murray is the author who is giving the 20 plus needs to the threats. Next, third party intervention as conflict resolution. When we call the third person, suppose the owner is there, the employee is there, they may have a quarrel, they may have some dispute. When we call it the third person, if you have the problem will not be solved within these two people. What is that? Often required. If it is required, what do you say? So periodically, seldom required, required as mandate. It will be required to a mandate when conflict remains unsolved. See, the three options will be what do you say nearby the question. The answers are, but we have to see most relative. It is being most what do you say nearby the answer would be required as a mandate. It will be required compulsorily when the conflict will not be solved. It remains unsolved. Suppose we call the labor union leader. When we call as a labor union leader, when the problem will not be resolved, so that time we can call the labor union leader. So the leader has to be come and has to resolve the problem. So that's why we can call it as the intervention of the third party intervention. Then the next question, whistleblowers to be removed from the job, to be promoted, to be rewarded for organizational enrichment, to be protected since they intend to bring the truth. What is the reasons whistleblowers are there? The options are given. The last option is that the right one, to be protected since they intend to bring out the truth. The whistleblower is a team, a group, which has been from the management. There has to be in our confidential group, they have to be giving the information what's happening in the organization, what is inside is happening. So it is being required to be protected. There are people they have been protected to be from the danger level. They have been informed. They have been called as the informer. They have been informed the superior authority, to either the management or top level executive, regarding that how the peoples are there, how the internal work is going on. These are the peoples are there. How that is what we can say that whistleblowers are the internal person. They have been telling the truth. They have been they have been protected. They have to kept under confidential. Suppose if you are not the management or top the owner or the management or executive will not be conceal the secrecy which has been given with the whistleblower. What will happen? The next time the whistleblowers will not give the right information. So that's why the information which has been given by the whistleblowers, it has been protected since they have to bring out the truth. The next one would be policies of introducing the new blood. As you have seen, for every organization, every corporate, they appoint the new blood. What is the reason? We have to see the options here given: stereotyping, bureaucratic as well as red tapping, innovative and challenging, making the corporate dynamic, innovative, challenging, but often resistant. What is that? In the three options are given, four options. The fourth option, innovative, because in the third option also there is an innovative, here also innovative, but we are following that. Challenging, that's also important. Dynamic, corporate dynamic is there, important, but often resistant. Often resistant. What is that? The new blood, they may have some techniques. They may have innovative ideas to how to resist the plan which is going to fail in the future. Suppose the management taking the wrong decision, the new blood can able to resist. Sir, I am not doing this one because since he is a new blood. But if the same will be taken in the age-old employees there working for the past 10 years, 15 years, they have been what would you say? They simply keep quiet. So they're not giving any opposed to the marriage. So the suppose the what would you say? Many often they are resisted. So the new blood policy is to be taken into account. That's why the option would be innovative, challenging, but sometimes it is being resisted. Oftenly resisted. The next would be an assessment center. Assessment center, you know very well about it. A place as well as a technique. A place as well as a technique. The option is a either a place or technique means is a technique only. It is a technique, not a place. Then organizational learning and learning organization. What we call as this one, organizational learning or learning organization. The options are given, same or different, reverse to each other, complementary to each other. The correct option is both are same. Learning organizations also same, organizational learning also same. Then ethical management. Ethical management is a compromise. The option is not a compulsion. See, the management is a, what do you say? It's a, what do you say? We get it the what do you say? Opinion from the people, right? From the internal, external, from the all aspects. So that's why the modern technique. What are you going to say? Some management system is there, ethical system. So it is a act of a compromise. So that's why ethical management is a compromise. The next one would be Hawthorne experiment is related to. The options are given: system theory, classical theory, human relation theory, scientific management theory. The correct option is human relation theory. It is a direct answer, direct question. So we have to directly give the answer. No need to think of it. We can directly give this answer. So we are using the direct answer means we can able to minimize the time of thinking on the unnecessarily. So Hawthorne experiment you can be by hearted this one. Hawthorne experiment is directly related to the human relation theory only. Next, the principles of organization that no employee should report it to more than one superior or supervisor is called, that is unity of command. Unity of command. The principle of organization, that is no employee should report more than one superior. There is one superior. Okay, he is to immediately has to report to the superior person. That principle is called as a unity of command. That is a direct question. No need to think of this one. The next one, the practice of selling two or more separate products together for a single price. What you see? The price of selling two or more separate products together for a single price. Suppose we are buying a soap. On that soap, they may have free of getting a toothpaste of different brand, of different company. Right? That is what you say. Practice of selling two or more separate products. Suppose soap is one product, toothpaste is another product. What is it? Two different products for a single price, with the same price. What is the reason? What was the price? That single price is called as a bundling. It is called direct question. That is why we can give direct answer. No need to think of this one. So directly we will give the answer, right answer. The next one, which is the oldest and simplest form of organization. If you refer the various books, like practice books, they might give various answer, but the right answer is that the line organization. Some books it is given that line and staff organization. Some books is called as a some books they are given a functional organization. Some book given a committee organization. But among this one, the line organization is the correct one. The rest of the things are wrong. Next one, match up again. They are giving the, what do you say, authors, the theories which have been framed as one scholars. Z theory, Y theory, hierarchy theory, hygiene theory, right? Here I just give the simple tricks. As we know that hierarchy theory, we know very well that is being given by Maslow's. We have just keep it well. Suppose we will keep 2 or 3, we can able to get the rest of the answer also. The correct answer would be what is C, that is called Z theory is being given by McGregor. Then Y theory which has been given, Z theory is which has been given by the Urich, then the Y theory which has been given by the McGregor, then Maslow's theory which has been given by the hierarchy theory which has been given by the Maslow's, and the fourth one, that is hygiene theory, which has been given by Husbaugh. Right? So this you have to be known this one. There is a very important question. It is mostly it will be asked in the examination. Frequently it will be asked in the either NET or SET examination. Next one. NEAT hierarchy theory was propounded by, actually we have got this one here itself. Right? What is it? We have got this one, so again we are repeat this one, right? That is called Abraham Maslow, Maslow's theory. Maslow's theory of motivation, we can call it as this one, right? Next. Bottom curve is encountered in that is maintenance management. The option is bottom curve is being encoded in maintenance management. The next one. In which type of market situation competitors offer same type of product and services for the same price with no differentiation? In which type of market situation competitors offer same type of product and services for the same price with no difference? They do not have any difference between the product or services in the market situation. Such situation is called perfect competition. Such situation is called as a perfect competition. In perfect competition, what do you say? The marketer will not change the price. Okay, that is a fair market. We can call it. Otherwise, we can call it a fair market price also. Right. Next, in the next question, the term grapevine communication is related to call informal communication, because in the grapevine communication will not follow any set of rules and regulations. They may have a protocol, they are not following any protocol, they are not following any hierarchy, they are not following any what you say steps. So that's why we call it as a informal, not any formal. So that's why it's called as a informal communication. The grapevine, as we know that grapevine we call it as this one. The grapevine, you can see that they do not have any direction. You can go at any direction. In the same way, in the organization, the communication has been passed from the higher to superior, within the limit, not have any chain, we do not have any hierarchy, do not follow any system. It's a system that communication we call as the system of communication we call as a informal communication. Next, we have seen Taylor differential piece rate system. F.W. Taylor's given the differential piece rate system is related to incentive based system. What is the reason they have given the F.W. Taylor given the differential piece rate system would be in order to give the incentive, because if it's said that the right employee should be rewarded and under quality employee should be punished. The worker should be punished. So that's why the incentive system has been introduced by the F.W. Taylor. So that's what is called as a incentive-based system. The next one will be, which one of the following is the functions of personnel management? They have given the functions of personnel management. What are the functions? The options are given here: planning, organizing, directing, and controlling. Planning, organizing, coordinating, budgeting, and controlling. Procurement, development, compensation, integration, and maintenance. Perception, development, learning, organization, and behavior. All are related to the right answer, but which is the most exhaustive, that is the most related to be procurement, development, compensation, integration, and maintenance. Right? Next, the option is C. The next one would be, entrepreneurial failures can be attributed to. Why the entrepreneurial failures can be? The reasons of low quality raw material, labor problem, high overhead cost. What we see in our day-to-day life, many people have started a new shop or new business. What is that? Suppose a day or in a whole month, suppose some hundreds of companies or new shops or new business has been started. Out of 100, some 90%, 90, what you say, business has comes to an end, comes to a shutdown. In the long run, suppose in the maximum of 6 months or 1 year, it comes to end depending upon the backup capacity of the particular owner or the business holder. So the reasons why the company comes to end, why the entrepreneur comes to end, when it comes to close down the business, why it is being in the initial stage, in the what you say they cannot able to run in the business. The reasons may be low quality raw material. Suppose they may have raw materials with under quality, what will happen? The product will obviously get the low quality output. So raw material should be a, what do you say, if it is a good one means, if it is a good one means we can get a, what do you say, good image from the public side, from the customer side. Then labor problem. Many time you can come to the body, the owner only cannot do anything. So men also you look at, as we know that for 4 M's, men, material, machine and money. If a person have a material is there, money is there, and what to say, machine is there. Without having the men, you cannot do that one. So many times what you see, the labor problem. And you see that small hotels and what you see, the workers, if you not have any workers, the hotels comes to end because of the labor, it comes to an end. Then high overhead. What we see, we can see that in day-to-day life, the people has been invested initially they got more cost. There is the overheads, indirect expenses, right? That time the companies comes to an end. The next one, the options would be all the above because all the 3 aspects is come to taken into account. So that's why entrepreneurial failures can be attributed. The reasons would be all the above. The correct option is D. The next one, what are the economic goals that guide the strategic direction of every viable business organization? Here we see economic goal that guide the strategic directions of every viable business organization. The options are given: goal, profit, public image, growth and profit, survival, growth and profitability, growth, publicity and so here given the options are there. What is that? Why here's question? Again, I repeat this question. Economic goal that guide the strategic direction. Strategic. Here's the word. You just keep it. You stress the mind. You stress this word and keep it on your mind. Strategic direction of every viable. Viable means it exists the business organization. What is the reasons of doing the business is that the businessman has to think of this one, that is survival. Survival is the first and foremost. Every business has to they have to survive. If they survive, they can go for the growth. Without survival, I hope it's possible to go for the growth, not possible. So survival is very important. After survival, the next step is that growth. After growth, we can expect growth is nothing but infrastructure. There has to be, what do you say? They have to expand the business by, say, from one company to next company, one machine to another machine, transport to another transport, one vehicle to many vehicles. Like growth is being taken in the horizontal way. And if it is being survival, after the survival, next stage will be growth, and if 2 stages being crossed over, then we can move the third stage, that is called profitability stage. The third is the next question. Matchup again. Cost function, supply function, production function, oligopoly. He has given that one. Here's what he's going to say. Who has been introduced these things are there. Options are given here. What do you say? The first option is that is the cost function which has been given by the engineering method, and the supply function which has been given to the factors prices, and third would be production function is for isochant, and oligopoly is for input demand curve. Next, expectancy theory of motivation was promoted by, obviously we know that it is Bloom's theory. It is direct question, no need to think of this one, you have to memorize this one, no need to think of this one. Which of the following is not a steps in planning? The steps which is not in the step of planning would be Establishing the objectives, developing the premises, determining the alternative courses, identifying the needs of the employee. What is that? The first three is being needed for the planning, establishing the objective, because as you noted, the functions of planning will be planning, organizing, acting and controlling, right? What do you say? So that's why objective is very important in the planning. Then developing the premises, that's also required in it. What do you say? Determine the alternative course, actions of various planning, what do you say? Short-term plan, long-term plan. So planning is in there, alternative courses or mode of courses of action will be there. So the first three is very, very important in the planning, and here not the steps. So not here that. So we have to take in the identifying the needs of the employee. And the needs of the employee, we have not discussed about it. It's a separate topic is there. That the HRM, HRM manager, the concerned manager is taken care of this one. It's a general way. It's a general way he is going to ask you that one. So that's why identify the needs of the employee. So the correct option is identify the needs of the employee. The next one would be planning is looking ahead and control is what is called this one. Scanning the environment, looking back, setting target, defining the objective. Let's see this one. Scanning the environment. That's the planning, control. Planning, looking ahead and control. The option is given. What is that? Scanning the environment. That's also there. Looking back is not that one. Setting the target is not that. Defining the object is not that. Scanning the environment. First, the answer for that option is scanning the environment, not the looking back. It's not the procedure of, not the objective of planning. And setting target is also there, but not most related to one. Defining the objective is also there, but it is for the controlling purpose. Scanning the environment is the right answer. Next one. The book Innovation and the Entrepreneurship is written by the book which has been written by the who is the author of this one, the title of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Who is written that one? That is Frederick Drucker. Next, the number of subordinates the supervisor can effectively handle is called span of control. We can call it as a span of control. The number of subordinates the supervisor can effectively handle is called span of control. The next one. Name the author of the equity theory of motivation. Name the author of equity theory of motivation. That is, Stacey Adams would be the author of equity theory of motivation. Next question. Anything dealing with ethics in business is called good, bad, or both the business gain. Not related to religion, not to the focus of application, and killing all types of unfair trade practices. See this four option. A is the right one because good, bad, or both. Here this is ethics in business. Dealing in the business, ethics would be good, bad, or both. Because in company, in the business, we can able to come across good and bad things are there. So we are doing good and bad. We have to take into account. We have to look after this one. So to the business gain. So good, bad, or both to the business gain. So that option is good, bad, or both to the business gain. The next question is ethics provided. Ethics provided refers to consumer autonomy, CSR, justice, all the above. So the option is there. All the three is the right one. So we have to go for the all the above. Next one. Company seeking ethical standard must purport to good employee relation, better production portfolio, economy of scale, product disclosure and publishing. The right option would be public disclosure and publishing. Company seeking the ethical here would be, let's strike this one. What do you say? Sorry, you underline this one. Ethical standard means public disclosure. That is the ethical way. So it will inform the public, and publishing, it is being what you say, it has to be, transparency should be there. So that's why the option would be public disclosure and publishing. The next one would be, which of the following is not the act of corporate governance? Among the four options, which is not, you have to see would be the wrong answer. Among 3 out of 4, 3 would be the right. We have to pick the wrong answer from the out of 4 options. Protecting the interests of the shareholders. That is the core reasons of corporate governance, which is that they have to protect the interests of the stakeholders, shareholders. That is the basic things of the corporate governance. Protecting the interests of the employee. That is the security, job security, increment, promotion, all together mean the corporate governance has to be taken into account. So that is also related to the corporate governance. And fetching of accounts, it is being the what you say, it is a illegal one. So it is a wrong thing. It is not comes under the corporate governance. So just keep in the back of the mind. And the fourth option which has been given, paying the taxes to the government. That's all the ethical way. It is the legal way. It is being the right way to do the corporate business, corporate governance. So the first A, B, and D are related to the corporate governance, and C only, option C only, is not related to the corporate governance. So that's why we have taken the pick this. What will say? Right answer would be fetching the accounts. The next one would be corporate social responsibility. That is called, we can call it as a CSR. We can call it as CSR. Is looked as the organized network of the making long economic and social relationship to the corporate with the society, but business of which type, as I mentioned below. They are given, the options are given here. What is got to say? The CSR, we already discussed about it. Corporate social responsibility is for the large business group or medium business group, small business group. Obviously, it is being for a business startup, because the initial stage, every business, either a small scale or large scale business, they are being required a corporate social responsibility is being very much important, is required, needed. The next one. Which communication component is not a paid form of communication? Which communication component is not a paid form of communication? The options are given. Advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, publicity. The not a paid form of advertising. For doing advertising, we require to pay for the advertiser, right? Suppose you are doing advertising on the media, like in the TV. For them, you have to give the payment. That is what you have to pay for communication, paid form of communication. Sales promotion. Sales promotion means sales, how the sales promotion has been carried out. Only with the salesman. For the salesman, we have to pay the salesman salary. So salesmen, sales executives, for them only, and personal selling for them only. For the, what do you say? Those who are handling the sales activity, for them also we have to pay the salary. So for all this, we require paid form of communication. But the fourth one, publicity. Publicity means that individually they have to inform about, suppose you are the owner, so you are being informed about the product or service which you are being offering by you. So you are being informed to the public, so that's why that is what we can call as a publicity. The next one would be, so the option would be here, publicity. Next, we will come to the next question. That is a matchup, functional organizational, transactional analysis, managerial grid, need theory. As we get, what do you say, functional organization, transactional need theory. For this, by keeping this one answer, we can able to get to the forward one, right? Need hierarchy theory, we know that, W. Taylor, right? Then not so. By keeping this, keeping in mind, we can able to get the answer. The correct option is here is given the right, so it will be the, what do you say? Need hierarchy theory, need hierarchy theory has been given by land. So that's why the correct option is A. That is, what do you say? One functional organization would be Black and Mountain, and the transactional would be transactional analysis would be Eric Berney, and managerial grid would be which has been given by Black and Mountain, and what do you say? Need theory which has been given by what do you say? The Backland. The next we will go for the next question. Who is the father of administrative management theory? Henry Ford, which has been the Henry Ford called as a what do you say is giving the 14 principles of the 14 principles of management, which has been given by the Henry Ford itself. So we have given the administrative management theory. The next one. FW Taylor has been done the following studies for improving the production process. What they did, as you know that different FW Taylor, we have already discussed about it. FW Taylor has been introduced the incentive scheme. This is not so. How is that one? Based on the time study, motion study and fatigue study. Right? Here see the options is given based on the time study, fatigue study and fatal. Fatal means the future, that's not that this one, the right one. The again is wrong. The time study, motion study, fatal study again is wrong. Time study, motion study, fatigue study, just keep it this one aside, keep on the back side of the mind. Time study, motivation study and the fatal study. Here the W. Taylor is not giving any motivation, right? Just by what we say, by giving the what we say incentive, there has to be the employees will be motivated. So that's why the third one would be the right one, that is the fatigue study. Why the people has to be how the people is going to be encouraged to perform the work. So that's why the third the option would be time study, motion study, fatigue study would be the right one. Next one, two factors theory was proposed by Friedrich Herzberg. The right answer is a direct question, no need to discuss on this one. The two factor theory which has been proposed by Friedrich Herzberg. This next one, match up again with percentage change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in price. That is the right answer would be, that is the price elasticity. Percentage change in the quantity of demanded to the price change in price would be, the option would be, the right option would be the price elasticity. Then second question, percentage change in demand to the percentage change in price of some other commodity, some product will be taken into account, that is what the cross elasticity. Then homogeneous product, means saying homogeneous product. For this one, what will you say, perfect competition. Homo means same, it is not have any, but the competition will be looked at. For this concept we can call it as a perfect competition. Then fourth one would be relationship between quantity of the product demanded and factors that affect the quantity would be called as a fourth one, which is called the market demand. Quantity of the product demanded and factors that affect the quantity would be what is called market demand. The option would be A. Then next one, today's organizations are working on the principles of, what is the principles the organization has been working today? That is production orientation, product orientation, selling orientation, consumer orientation. What is the reason? That is consumer orientation. Next, match the following again. That is called Herzberg, David and Mosman and McGradden theory, and the options is B. Which of the following is not the basic element in the strategic management? That is the functional strategy. So it is a direct question, no need to discuss about this. And from the following, identify one which is not the property of indifference curve. That is the indifference curves are concave to the origin. That is the answer is being the B. Which of the following statement is true? A business decision cannot be taken without a sound knowledge of the macroeconomic theory. Which of the following is true? That what in this case, you are very much particular, you are being very much serious about this question, because all are being true, nearby the true, but it is the most exhaustive. It will not be the exhaustive, will be taken into account. Business decision cannot be taken without a sound knowledge. Macroeconomic, as you know that macro means the large. Without knowing the large aspect, there is external activities, government policies, bankers, external factors, we cannot take into account. So that's why business decision cannot be taken without a sound knowledge of the macroeconomics. So the answer option should be A. Diffusion of routine information taken place through routine information, how it is being followed only by other downward communication. That falls from the top executive to the lower employee. So that's why the direct answer would be downward communication, not by upward inward communication or external communication. Correct option is A. Then an integrated group of activities to bring out a change is known as organizational development. The integrated group of activities to bring out a change is known as organizational development. Thank you. I hope you may understand. I have been able to complete this one within a time frame that is 50 questions have been focused and 30 cost, and I just give in the meanwhile I just give the tips to you how to appear for the examination, what are the requirements, what are the key to success. I hope you may have read that one. So this video again you are watching this one. This video just keep it for the future reference, and this video you have to be share it to your friends. You like this one. Very shortly I just make that channel, YouTube channel also. You like this one, you have to subscribe this one. I have been giving the updated syllabus, what to say, I just notes to you so that you may be use it for your future upcoming examination. I think you are all being applied for the NET 2020 because of the this coronavirus, this COVID-19 situation. You are all being, what do you say, supposed to be, you are not able to write the examination on time, but you can take it in a positive sense, so in the way of you may get a sufficient time and loss but not waste by keep delay. Though it is delayed, the UGC has been kept to delay this one. By the way, you may get a chance, the ample of chance that you may can get able to attend such a valuable, very informative Islamic college which has been organized coaching classes to you. The paper 1, paper 2, right? This is the thing there. Further if you want, you can clarify me. Thank you very much, one and all. Thank you for your patience listening and watching this one. Please download this video for the future reference. Thank you.